It's the guts and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the Pledge of Allegiance on the 4th of July. It's them handwritten letters from home. It's them sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby he left with his wife. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Hey. From the fields of Indiana to the swamps of Louisiana, to the golden coast of California, Uncle Sam's the only family he's got. His purple heartbeat won't stop, and his 18th birthday was the day he was born. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Marching line. Hey. Hey.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for what is round number 9, the penultimate round of the National Dirt Sim Association Modified Touring Series. Tonight we come to the Lucas Oil Speedway for round 9 of 10. Good evening, fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set to take a look at heat race number 1, and starting on the pole position, it's going to be the 21 of Charles Barnes. To the outside of the front row, Casey Brunson, car number 10, lines up at a position number 2. Going to the third starting position in car number 19, that'll be Jamie Massey. To the outside, the 91 from position number 4, that is Keith Hackney. From the third row to your inside in car number 33, that is Torrance Shirts, and to the outside from position number 6, driving car number 11M, that is Kyle Moyer. Then we go back to your 7th starting position. In car number 98, it's Jared Hughes. To the outside from position number 8, the 09 of Joshua Ely. And your 5th and final row inside outside, the 78 of Mark Bremkamp lines up at a position number 9. To the outside, the 39, Craig Bristol from position number 10. Heat race number 1 here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Two heats tonight, a warm-up session, and then a 50-lap A main event on the program for tonight. And again, we're about to embark on what is week number 9 of the series. Next week, final week, where we travel to the dirt track at Charlotte to conclude a 10-week season. Well, boy, there's all sorts going wrong right now. All right, here we go. Pace car is off the racing surface. Heat race number 1, Charles Barnes alongside Casey Brunson. This will line up the inside row. Off for turn number 4. Green flag is out. And we are underway. It's going to be, oh boy, Hackney. Problems for the 91 car of Keith Hackney will go yellow. Not a good start for a number of these drivers. Boy, what is going on? Let's put it up there then. Alright, let's just throw that one down there. Actually, we shouldn't need that one there, actually. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go with that because we shouldn't really need all that much. Oh boy, now's the time where I've got to sneeze. All right, wait for the safety car to go infield here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Lights are out, right hand turn. We'll go back to green. So we'll complete 1 of 10. And we will start lap number 2. So coming off the Cedar Lake Speedway last week, where Kyle Surratt got the win over Jamie Massey and Bryce Dickinson. Rounded out the spot on the final spot on the podium. It's a real tight points battle. 12 points between Massey and Surratt. But we'll come back to green as we're down into turn number 1 and 2. And it's going to be Barnes leading the way down the back straight away. Massey dies down to the inside on Brunson, and we'll go yellow one more time. Boy, driver's having a tough go, but here it's the 98 of Jared Hughes. Just slid up there in front of the 09 machine of Joshua Ely. And just like that, we are going to re-rack them, re-stack them one more time. A tough start to the Lucas Oil Speedway for heat race number 1. I'm going to say generally it's been pretty good when it comes to heat racing action. You should be able to hear the cars. I can hear the cars. Everything's there. It's turned up as loud as it can go. Maybe refresh the page, maybe? Alright, Delaware double file restart in effect here at Lucas Oil, the National Dirt Sim Association Modified Touring Series, presented by JPDESIGNS. Back to green, heat race number 1. We'll try it third time, can it be a charm? Barnes leads the way, Massey looks down to the inside on Brunson. Brunson back to third, Massey moves up to the runner-up position. Now here comes Brunson trying to come back, and Massey down into turn number 3 and 4. Moyer to the inside in car number 11M, trying to get by the 10 of Casey Brunson as Brunson puts the move back to the inside now on Jamie Massey for the runner-up position. They run nose to tail. Down the back straight away here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, top 3 and 4. Bottom 1 and 2 is where Casey Brunson is going right now. He gets down to the inside of the racetrack, gets a little bit tight. Here comes Massey closing in on your race leader. He's all over the back of the 21C car of Charles Barnes. Barnes, your race leader at the halfway stage of this one. 5 down, 5 to go. Will Barnes have it? Oh boy, very close to the naked eye. How and who do you give that one to? If there was a yellow, we'd certainly find out, but right now you've got a wheel-to-wheel battle for the race lead. Barnes on the outside, Massey on the inside. Meanwhile, just behind him, a side-by-side battle for third and fourth. Brunson and Moyer work wheel-to-wheel. Massey's got it down in the middle of turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Barnes again, back to the top shelf, down into turn number 3 and 4, and Brunson and Moyer 2 by 2 as they work off turn number 4. What is 7 down, 3 laps left to run. Jamie Massey looking to start on pole for your 50-lap main event here this evening. Round 9 of the National Dirt Sim Association Modified Touring Series. Brunson trying to move up one more position to start from position number 3. He's running third at the moment. He will start from position number 5. And again, how they finish this one is how they will line up the inside rows. So the winner will start row 1. Second place will start row 2. Oh boy! Brunson tag Barnes. Barnes got all sorts of crossed up. Torrance shirts now down to the inside. They go into turn number 3 and 4. Final time check and flag is out. Barnes tries to move Brunson out of the way. Maybe not happy with that one, but there it is. Heat race number 1. Done and dusted here from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Massey gets the win over Brunson. Shirts in third, Moyer fourth. Fifth will go back to Ely, Hackney, Hughes, Bremkamp, Bristol and Barnes to round up the 10 cars in heat race number 1. Heat number 2 cars will line up like this on the pole position. It'll be the 61 car of Josh Peacock to the outside of the front row. The 91 of Tyson Pankau from position number 2. Position number 3 with the 84 car of Bryce Dickinson. From 4, it's the 5 of Will Klein. From 5, it's the 26 of Jordan Curdy. From 6, it's the 18 of Kyle Surratt. From 7, it's the 8 of Jeremy Vaughan. From 8, it's the 19 of Preston Williams. From 9, it's the 81 Wesley Gwaltney. From 10, it's the 112 of Cody Colley. So they work their way around the Lucas Oil Speedway behind the iRacing.com official pace car. So again, just a reminder, coming into tonight, there is just a 12-point difference between Jamie Massey, Kyle Surratt. Those two drivers, they're more than likely going to finish 1-2 in the championship, provided they are here next week at championship night at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. Massey's already got the win in heat race number 1. Kyle Surratt starts on the outside of the third row in heat race number 2. So he's got a lot of work to do. He's picked up the last 2 feature wins from Cedar Lake and Port Royal. Here we go, into turn number 3 and up for turn number 4. Green flag is out. Josh Peacock will lead the field down the front straight away. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Third last week in the 84 machine. That is Bryce Dickinson. Immediately puts it to the 91 car of Tyson Pankau. And a bit of deja vu right now for heat race number 2. From what we've seen in heat race number 1, Jeremy Vaughan going around. In fact, while this happens, let's just play one quick sponsor commercial because we didn't get to play this one at the start. Bada boom, bada bing. There we are. Back live once again here from the Lucas Oil Speedway right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Live across all the social media pages. So we're going to get them re-racked, restacked in a Delaware double file restart. So Josh Peacock is going to have the front row all to himself. Second and third will start inside, outside, and everybody else will get lined up in 2 by 2. Unless you're the lead car, you get the front row all to yourself. Peacock, Pankow, Dickinson, your top 3. Green is out, we're underway. Heat number 2 will resume as we go down into 1 and 2. Dickinson looking to the outside in car number 84. Driving the Majula C Speed Shop entry, the orange and white black 84. He gets to the outside on Tyson Pankow. Pankow runs in the 3rd position. Pankow also 3rd in the championship standings, but right now, boy, he's got a bit of a tough task ahead of him right now. Was Bryce Dickinson goes to the outside, and Dickinson has almost got the runner-up position. I think Pankow had it at the start-finish line, probably by about a front bumper. There's your top 3 on screen. Peacock got some company, got some pressure with the 91 of Tyson Pankow, and also the 84 car of Bryce Dickinson. Dickinson's got 2nd at the start-finish line as they work and complete another lap here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. At the completion of this next lap, it'll be 5 down and 5 to run. Dickinson closes in on Peacock down into turn number 3 and 4. Jordan Curdy and Preston Williams almost going side by side. But now speaking of side by side, it's the 91 of Pankow. Again looking down to the inside into turn number 1 and 2 on the 84 car of Bryce Dickinson. This time Pankow, he sends it upstairs, trying to find a different way to get by the 84 car of Bryce Dickinson. Pankow, losing a little bit of speed in the middle of the turns. Here comes Dickinson challenging for the race lead. Peacock with 3 to run. Can he hold on to start outside the front row? Can Dickinson? Boy, he's been the talk of the town the last couple of weeks. Getting faster and faster, and now he's really showing it, really proving that he's going to be a feature race contender later on. But right now, he's certainly putting his hat into the mix to start in the first 2 or even 3 rows. Here comes Pankow. Pankow's been working the last 2 or 3 laps on the top side, and he jumped over the cushion. Will come to the white flag. 1 lap left to run right now for Josh Peacock down into turn number 1 and 2. Final time, heat race number 2 down the back straight away into turn number 3, off for turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Josh Peacock gets the win from Bryce Dickinson home in 2nd. 3rd will go to Jordan Curdy, Preston Williams, Tyson Pankow. Gonna make up your top 5. And just like that, we are done and dusted with heat racing competition. Straight into a warm-up session. It will be a 5-minute warm-up session, so here is heat race number 2 results of the National Dirt Sim Association Modified Touring Series presented by JPDESIGNS. Peacock gets the win over Bryce Dickinson in 2nd, Jordan Curdy 3rd, Preston Williams 4th, Tyson Pankow 5th, Will Klein in 6th, Jeremy Vaughan 7th, Cody Coley in 8th, Wesley Gwaltney 9th, and Kyle Surratt 2nd in the championship standings will have to come from the 20th starting position. I don't believe the cars are on the racetrack just yet, so with that being said, We'll take this opportunity right now to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV, come back, play some ads, pay a bill, play some music, and get ready for your 50-lap A main event coming up on the other side of this commercial break.
We used to chase that Chattanooga freight, couple of kids in a Chevrolet, catch a little air when we cross the tracks, sipping on something from a paper stack. You hang your shirt on that maple limb, slipping through the moon to the river bend. Wasn't very long, I was jumping in. I guess I'm still doing now what I was doing then, chasing you like a shot of whiskey. Burning, going down, chasing you like those goodbye taillights, headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town, chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon, chasing that you and me I only see in my review, till I'm laying here tonight holding someone new, still chasing you, still chasing you. You always used to talk about LA, I heard you got as far as Santa Fe. Well, you know I tried to track you down, I only got as far as Guitar Town, singing about a girl I used to know, you should know that I haven't given up, I'm just on your radio, chasing you like a shot of whiskey, burning, going down, chasing you like those goodbye taillights, headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town, chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon, chasing that you and me I only see in my review, till I'm laying here tonight holding someone new, still chasing you, still chasing you. Chasing you like a shot of whiskey, burning, going down, chasing you like those goodbye taillights, headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town, chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon, chasing that you and me I only see in my review, till I'm laying here tonight holding someone new, still chasing you, still chasing you, still chasing you, still chasing you.
And we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV, coverage of the National Dirt Sim Association Modifying Touring Series, presented by JPDESIGNS. It is now time for your 50-lap A main event to come. As we take a look at your starting lineup on the pole position, your points leader coming into tonight, driving car number 19, Jamie Massey, to the outside of the front row from position number 2, looking for his second feature win. It's the 61 car of Josh Peacock. Going to the third starting position, it's the 10 car of Casey Brunson. From 4, it's the 84 of Bryce Dickinson. Your fifth starter in car number 33, that is Torrance Shirts. To the outside from 6, it's the 26 of Jordan Curdy. From position number 7, driving car number 14, it's the 11M of Kyle Moyer. From 8, it's the 19 of Preston Williams. From 9, it's the 09 of Joshua Ely. From 10, it's the 91 of Tyson Pankow. From position number 11, the 91 of Keith Hackney. To the outside from 12, it's the 5 of Will Klein. Your 13th starter in car number 98, it's Jared Hughes. In car number 98, from 14, it's the 8 of Jeremy Vaughan. From position number 15, it's the 78 car, Mark Bremkamp. To the outside, the 112 from 16, that is Cody Colley. From 17, the 39 of Craig Bristol. From 18, the 81 of Wesley Gwaldy. And your 10th and final row in car number 21, from position number 19, it's Charles Barnes. And from position number 20 in car number 18, a back-to-back feature race winner in the last 2 weeks, it's the Kyle Surratt entry. Ready for a start here at the Lucas Oil Raceway, penultimate round of this series. How about this for a storyline developing? The man that starts pole position, he is leading the point standings. And the man that sits second in the point standings, he starts dead last in this field. Here we go. 50 laps on the board. Green flag is out and we're underway. Jamie Massey got a good launch there from Josh Peacock as Brunson looks to put the 10 machine into the runner-up position, but right now the 61 car of Peacock holds the way at the moment. Look at this, 2 and 3 wide as we go back and look at this battle for about the fifth all the way through. Oh, Brunson nearly got all sorts of crossed up, and Bryce Dickinson powered around the outside. Nice move there by Dickinson. Look at this, 2 and 3 wide through turn number 3 and 4 if you don't mind. How do you do? How do you like this one, folks? Boy, it's heating up in the kitchen already. And again, we'll go 3 wide and we'll go yellow. Boy, it is getting busy right now in the opening couple of laps of this feature race. I believe we're looking at Cody Colley in the 112 car. In fact, it might have been the 78 car. Mark Bremkamp stuck there with Wesley Gwaltney in car number 81. The car's just getting tangled together there. Jeremy Vaughan nowhere to go. So Bremkamp in the 78 pulls it pit side to get fast running repair. So Craig Bristol already out of this event. Don't know why it's not showing Bristol when he took to the racetrack. I've seen him on the racetrack just before, so. Anyhow, this is what it is, and we'll go back green. Again, the Delaware double file restart. Leader has the front row all to themselves. So keep an eye on the 18 of Kyle Surratt, back in the 15th position at the moment. I'm sure he would love to move up and not let Jamie Massey extend the points lead going into the final week at the dirt track at Charlotte. Here we go. Green flag is back out. 3 down, 47 to run. Dickinson looks now. He's got the inside line working. He'll now move into position number 2. Slides up across the nose of the 61 car, Josh Peacock. But Peacock fights back down into turn number 1. Almost making some contact in the middle of turn number 1 and 2. Dickinson back to the outside. Peacock down to the inside. We go. Torrance Shirts, Casey Brunson, they go side by side. Joshua Ely is there, 3 wide down the front straightaway. Where do you look? You've got 1 by 2 by 3 by 2 and 2. And there is Yellow flag coming back out onto the racing surface. Oh, Tyson Pankow in the 91. Problems for that 91 car. I guess it's just somewhat tried to get that car back to the... Tried to get back to the pits, but... in the end, has to get a tow anyway, so... Wow. Cap around the mic was muted. Cool. It's what we love to see. Boy, just when things are going wrong, they're going wrong. So 6 down, 44 remaining. Here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, penultimate round of the series. Tyson Pankow getting ready to come back onto the racing surface. Jamie Massey leads the way. Just saying, Carl Surratt up to position number 12 already. So the 18 car looking to do what Massey did early on in the season and go with a 3-peat, but Massey wants to make sure that one doesn't happen and looks to extend again that points lead going into the final race next week. Brunson is all over the back of Bryce Dickinson, down into 1 and 2. Torrance Shirts to the inside we go. Joshua Ely back in position number 6, just on the outside of a top 5 at the moment. We've completed 8 laps. Oh boy, the 91 just there, the yellow and blue car. That was Keith Hackney. He now falls outside of the top 10. Speaking of the top 10, take a look at the 18 car, Carl Surratt. We're 8.5 laps into this main event and he's already gotten past half of this field. Having to dip and dodge his way through the carnage here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Shirts and Ely, they go wheel to wheel. This is your battle for 5th and 6th position on the racetrack. Massey still leads, 10 down, 40 to run. Brunson trying to drift it up to the top side of the racetrack. They've got to be careful not to dip the right rears off the edge of the racetrack. And just right there, you see that car just leaning over on the right rear just a little bit more. Brunson nearly dipped the right rear off the racing surface. Oh boy, look out! The 19 car of Preston Williams put a big slider there on the 26 car of Jordan Curdy and Carl Surratt. He's watching this happen right now. Surratt's up to position number 9. If he can save his equipment, he might just be good in the back end of this feature event. But right now, Massey, he is setting the pace out in front. Peacock still runs in second. Bryce Dickinson looking to back up a first-time podium last week from the Cedar Lake Speedway, looking to go back-to-back podiums. This time, he'll do it at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Very similar racetrack when it comes to length and banking and all that sort of jazz. Brunson got some company. Ely down to the inside. Ely putting the right front. Nearly to the left rear quarter panel of the 10 car of Brunson. Brunson again works it up to the top side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, to the outside of the 09 car goes the 33 of Torrance Shirts. And now you've got a 3-way dance for 4th, 5th and 6th on screen. Just in front of them, Bryce Dickinson putting the move there on Peacock. Peacock slammed the door shut in turn number 3 and 4. 16 completed here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. It's still Jamie Massey. He's got 6 to 7/10 of a second lead over Josh Peacock. And again, Peacock, he's picked up 1 feature win this season so far, as has Casey Brunson. But it's been the Carl Surratt and Jamie Massey season so far. Both Surratt and Massey picking up 3 feature wins apiece. And with 8 features completed, 4 different winners. Can we have a 5th? Oh, right across the nose, Dickinson on Peacock. Oh boy, there was like a paperclip between them. A slap of paper, and that was all that separated Dickinson's rear end and Peacock's front nose. Somehow we made it work, and Peacock still holds onto a top 5. Oh boy, Brunson goes hard into the left side, into the left of the 84 car of Dickinson. Now Ely, Brunson slides up across the nose, slides it to the top, 3 wide off the turn number 4 down the front straight away. Brunson trying to unsettle the 84 car of Bryce Dickinson as Peacock now looking to get back to the inside on Dickinson as they work down through turn number 3 and 4. 21 down, 29 to go here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Peacock nearly does get into the back of Dickinson, but he backed out of it first. Meanwhile, Ely and Brunson, they go toe-to-toe down the back straight away. Massey from 7/10 of a second lead now opens it up to 1.2, 1.3 second lead. Cody Colley in the 112, right hand turn into the pits, but we will go yellow with a 1 second advantage for Jamie Massey. We'll come to a halt, we'll come to a stop, and we'll go yellow. Just saying, Carl Surratt up to position number 8. From the back of the bus comes the 18 car of Kyle Surratt. You know he wants to get things done here tonight. So again, just a reminder of the point standings. Jamie Massey, 799 points. Kyle Surratt, 787. That is a 12-point difference between first and second. Tyson Pankow, third, 741 points. Joshua Ely, fourth on 705. Torrance Shirts back to 614. So there's a bit of a gap from the top 2, from third, fourth, and to fifth. Moyer 606, Dickinson 576, Bronson 561, Peacock 552, Hughes 539. All right, here we are down the back straight away. Massey again will lead him back to the drop of the green flag. He gets on the loud pedal and the fun begins to have once again. The fun resumes here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Massey now look at Ely down to the inside into turn number 1 and 2. He's gotten by Casey Brunson. Brunson trying to fight back to the outside. Will quickly go yellow. Just saying, Surratt's up to 6th position now. Oh, Josh Peacock. Why is he at the back? No, Preston Williams. Ooh, that was Torrance Shirts to the outside of Peacock. Oh, that could be controversial. Either way, Peacock goes back to the end of the line. And again, without technically getting another lap in, Kyle Surratt moves up another row. And if I'm Jamie Massey right now, I'm keeping an eye on the relative. I'm keeping an eye on where that 18 car is going to restart. And at this stage, outside third row. Alright, let's re-rack them, restack them here at Lucas Oil. We're a lap away from half race distance. We'll go back to green and the green flag flies here at Lucas Oil. See if he can duplicate what he done. Look at this 3 wide down into 1 and 2. Barnes, Dickinson and Torrance Shirts over 3 wide through 1 and 2. This time Brunson not going to let that inside line get the better of the launches in 1 and 2. Cross flag sticks around. 25 down, 25 to go. Oh, Brunson off the edge of the racetrack just slightly. Ely down to the inside. Brunson and Ely side by side. One upstairs, one down to the bottom side. Torrance Shirts are going to come right through the middle of the racetrack. Shirts 5th in the championship standings. Ely 4th in the championship standings. Massey's your race leader. So you've got 3 out of the top 5 that are top 5 in the championship. And then just on the outside of that one is Kyle Surratt, but also Tyson Panker, who has had to come from deep in the field after suffering some early damage in the early parts of that main event where he had that mechanical issue. Barnes and Dickinson go wheel to wheel. Here comes Kyle Surratt. Has Surratt saved enough at the moment, or did he use too much of it up just a little bit too early to get by and get as far up as he can in this field? If Massey's going to continue to go on to lead this entire 50-lap main event to try and minimise the damage of the points, the 18 of Kyle Surratt would love to finish in a top 5 position, and I'll tell you what, he's not far from doing that because 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th, that's on screen. Barnes slides up across the nose of the 33, 4 wide off turn number 4. Oh boy, Dickinson, Shirts and Barnes and Surratt goes, thank you very much, I'll take a spot or 2, but because 2 cars getting tangled up, he might just have to let one of those cars come back by. So Massey still leading the way. The last time we've seen Jamie Massey in victory lane was 4 weeks ago, where I think it was USA. And that was coming off, yeah, it was coming off the back of a 3-peat. So USA, Volusia and Eldora. It wasn't until week 3 where he got the first of 3 back-to-back wins on the season. And then Fairbury, after that one, the 3-win streak feature race was broken, where Massey, he came home with a runner-up finish. Brunson was able to get the win from the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. And then following that one, of course, we're at Port Royal, where Kyle Surratt got the victory. And then last week, Kyle Surratt backed it up once again to go to victory lane. In fact, it wasn't a 3-peat because Surratt actually won Eldora. He did. Massey was the runner-up driver in that one. Here we go, back to green. Once again here at the Lucas Oil Raceway. What is 18? Make that 19. It'll be 18 once we start this one, once we complete this lap. Surratt now inside the top 5. He's got 5th place as he looks down to the inside on Bryce Dickinson. Dickinson trying to come back at Kyle Surratt. Surratt's up to 4th, from 20th up to position number 4. How far can the 18 machine go through this field? Boy, wouldn't this be a storyline to tell, and a storyline to come into next week if Kyle Surratt, just think about it this way. How about this for a talking point for next week? If Kyle Surratt gets the win, he goes from dead last to first. He passes this entire field. But more importantly, that championship battle would really start to tighten up, and it would come down to who finishes higher in the feature race. So if we look at, there's obviously no qualifying. And it comes down to heat points as well. So put it this way, Massey picked up an extra 10 points. Surratt only would have got 1 point, so there was 9 points. So in fact, coming into this feature event, he had 21 points on him. And how will it all play out? How will it all unfold here at the Lucas Oil Speedway? Penultimate round of the series. Pace car turns hard right, which means we are coming back to green. With just 16 laps left to go. Back underway, main event resumes. Massey again to continue to lead the field with yet another lap here at Lucas Oil. Surratt, boy, here he comes. Surratt is not wasting time. On the outside by 1 spot of a podium position. Now going to make it to as Bryce Dickinson gets to the outside. How about Tyson Pankow, if you don't mind? Pankow in the bright yellow number 91 machine. Meanwhile, Brunson trying to close in, trying to spoil the party right now for Jamie Massey to sweep the night here at the Lucas Oil Raceway. 14 circuits around is all that separates a perfect night for Jamie Massey. Brunson, I'm sure, would love to spoil the party. Dickinson would love to get into the podium position. Now here comes Pankow to the outside of Kyle Surratt. And Tyson Pankow going to move himself back into the top 5 position right now. Surratt now has slipped outside the top 5. Kyle Moyer. Boy, Moyer was superb and dynamite last week at the Cedar Lake Speedway before problems struck in the last couple of laps of the main event. Dickinson to the outside on Joshua Ely, but the battle is heating up for the race lead. Now less than 2/10 of a second separates Casey Brunson and Jamie Massey. Brunson looks to be the quicker car of the two. It was a 1/10 and a half or 2 laps ago. The last lap was nearly a 1/10 of a second, and boy, Casey Brunson is coming thick and fast. Time running out for the number 10 machines will come to 10 laps left to run here at the Lucas Oil Raceway. Ely, Dickinson's gotten around the outside of the 09 car. We're watching again. Let's go back 3rd, 4th and 5th on screen. Keep an eye on the ticker. Keep an eye on the gap between Jamie Massey and Casey Brunson. Massey, just 2 laps ago, was quick. In fact, the last 2 laps, Massey's been quicker. It's not been by a whole lot, but boy, it's certainly been quicker than Casey Brunson. Ely again trying to find his way back up into a podium position. Pankow, after having those problems in the opening couple of laps of this main event, he's had to come from deep in the field after going to the pits, getting the quick repair, getting the car fixed up and, well, driving through this field. Oh boy, problems. Is that a broken left front for the 09 car of Joshua Ely? I think it is. Boy, it doesn't look all that happy right now, but it seems to be working at the moment. Pankow back up to your race leader of Jamie Massey. 6 laps left to run. He's put the pedal to the metal. The last lap, he was a 1/10 of a second quicker than Casey Brunson. Bryce Dickinson again looking to go back-to-back 3rd place finishes. Pankow again, I'm sure, would love to spoil the party. Kyle Moyer trying to move into a top 5 position. Again, problems with that left front of the 09 machine of Joshua Ely. Ely, Moyer, Surratt, they all track the 91 car of Tyson Pankow down, but Pankow just looks a little bit too strong right now. Here comes Moyer looking through the middle of the racetrack. Coming to 3 to go. And they've really spread themselves out here at Lucas Oil. 3 circuits. And I'm sure it's going to open up to a 30-point lead for Jamie Massey over Kyle Surratt. Massey 2 laps away from getting feature race win number 4 of the season. Penultimate lap about to be complete. Round number 9 we will get to the white flag, which means we race it out to the start-finish line. The white flag is out. 1 lap left to go. Down the back straightaway for the final time. The National Dirt Sim Association Modified Touring Series, presented by JP Designs here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Your feature winner. Give it up for Jamie Massey. Second will go to Casey Brunson. Third at the line. Oh boy, Bryce Dickinson. What's going on with Casey Brunson? Take a look at the official results. So Massey going to get the win over Bryce Dickinson in second. Third was Tyson Pankow, Joshua Ely fourth, Kyle Moyer rounds out the top 5. Carl Surratt in 6th. 7th is Preston Williams. 8th is Jeremy Vaughan, Josh Peacock. 9th, Keith Hackney rounds out your top 10. 11th is Charles Barnes. 12th is Jordan Curdy. Wesley Gwaltney 13th. Torrance Schertz 14th. Jared Hughes 15th. Will Klein 16th. Mark Bremkamp in 17th. Casey Brunson a lap down in 18th. Cody Colley and Craig Bristol going to round out the field. I'm going to take a look at something. Was there a black flag for... No, it can't have been a black flag. So there's no incident limit. They did have one fast repair. So just waiting to have a look at what happened to the 10 car. Either way, it's not going to matter because we are going to be done with that one. So problems for the 10. But nonetheless, we're going to chat to your top 3 here on the podium. And let's go right trackside right now to take a look at the... Well, we're going to chat to your top 3 home. In first place, it's going to be the 18 car of Jamie Massey. Jamie, congratulations on feature win number 4. And a perfect night for you and a perfect start to go into championship night next week.
What's up, buddy? Yeah, man, it's a good run for us. I had a really good car. Yeah, I love this track. I really like to run the bottom. They said he was rolling on the top, so I moved up there. I wanted to move up there before he got to me because I didn't want him to think I was blocking him, but I was just trying to see what was up there. So it was like a lap, but probably 3 laps before he would have caught me. So I moved up to the top, and I was really good. So it felt good up there, but I still felt really good around the bottom of 3 and 4. I just needed to run my brakes up there, so that was pretty good, man. Good redemption from last night for sure.
Put it this way, all you have to do is finish inside the top 10 next week and you will get the win. Now, this is provided that Carl Surratt gets the win in the heat race and you finish 10th. So you take that 10 points away. So, I'm already doing the maths on this one. Then that would make it a 30-point lead going into the feature event. So all you would have to do, in fact, would be finish 10th or better. And regardless of what happens in the heat races, you will be crowned the champion. What would that mean to you, considering that you've had 4 wins so far in what has been 9 weeks?
Man, it would mean a lot. I just started driving these cars this year, like literally 4 months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago. It would mean a lot, the competition that's in here. You got Casey Brunson, Moyer, Surratt, Pankow, all my guys over at NLR. I mean, it may not be 30 guys in here, and there may not be no pros, but there's a damn hell of a lot of talented drivers in here, man. It would be one of the biggest championships I've ever won. So, yeah, I just want to, like I said, tonight was my goal was to outrun that 18. I didn't care if I won or how it went down. Usually I just want to win races. But like I said, Kyle's really good in these cars. Like I feel like this is his best car for sure. And he's real talented, man, and it means a lot to just even be close to him. So he had some tough luck tonight. I know that he's better than what was shown there. He just had terrible luck, kind of like I did last night in VLR. It happens to each and every one of us. I hate it having him. Like I said, I would rather run first and second with him every week, and let's battle this thing out. It's been a hell of a season, and I look forward to next week.
Hey, you said you've only been on this car, for less than 6 months. What's been the biggest thing that you've had to learn in this short period of time driving these race cars?
Man, I was just an old street stock driver, and them cars, you can move around, beat around, move your way to the front. There, you can be real aggressive. These cars, you gotta keep your tires under you, drive them straight, be real disciplined. And it took me a while, man. I really struggled. The Hell Tour, it taught me a lot running that series and getting better in these cars. And man, racing with Kyle and them people like this and this league, man, pushed me like. I don't know. The tire model really helped me because I feel like I'm pretty good at saving tires, and I've learned a lot from saving tires. And I don't know, man. They're hard to drive, and they're probably one of the hardest cars to drive and be fast. You can get on them and turn laps, but to be fast and run up front, they're hard. And I love them, man. I've learned a lot from these guys, and I want to keep learning.
Jamie, congratulations on the win here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. A 40-point lead going into championship night next week. Wish you the best of luck next week. But, of course, for tonight, before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody on this 19 machine and everybody that helps make this happen for you and, to get these victories.
First and foremost, man, I got to give a shout-out to my boy, Bryce. He is he's my little prodigy, man. He goes everywhere I go, and he's right there with me, and I try to help him, and he's willing to learn, and he's podium after podium, and he may not would have finished second tonight, but he was finishing third, and I'm so proud of him. So I want to give a shout out to him. I want to give a shout out to everybody over on the team, Charles, Keith. We put in a lot of work in these things over at NLR. Everybody on the team. There's so many of us. CFM, Majula State Speed Shop, Shop Fergie 22, 42 Graphics, Papa Mike's Promotions, the man, the myth, the legend behind my success. He sponsors me on and off the racetrack. They're family to me. Mama Bear, Ty Dickinson, he won over in another league tonight. I want to congratulate him on that. And, man, you for broadcasting and Josh and them for putting this thing on. And we'll see you next week, see if we can't be crowned the champion.
Look forward to next week. Jamie, congratulations on the win. And go get them. Good luck next week.
One more thing, I want to give a shout out to a fan out there, Buck Wild. See y'all.
There we go, Jamie Massey, your winner here tonight from the Lucas Oil Raceway. Well, this driver finished third last week, and now comes home with the second place finish. It's the 84 car of Bryce Dickinson. Bryce, well, you get your first podium last week. This time you go one spot better. Is this a sign of things to come? Maybe next week you could be on the top step of the podium?
That's the plan. That's what we're going for, and I think Jamie knows it's coming. So I didn't want to say it on live, but I think you guys heard it here first. Prediction for next week's already out.
Well, I'll tell you what. Hey, you're third place for most of that race. I mean, talk us through how you thought your race went. I mean, problems there for Brunson there in that last couple of laps, but I mean, second place. Talk us through it on how you're able to hold on.
Yeah, I hate to see what happened to Brunson. I'm not too sure what the issue was, but it was some pretty good tight racing tonight. If I roughed anyone up, it wasn't my goal, wasn't the intention. It was very tight racing, and tonight was probably the most fun I've had in a UMP in a while. And with the setup we had that Jamie sent over, we tweaked on, she was a rocket through the middle, and I knew if I kept my car just kind of right there in the middle, I wouldn't have any issues. So kind of just followed Jamie and listened to what the GOAT had to tell me and went on from there.
He calls you the little prodigy of him. What's been the biggest thing you've learned from Jamie?
Oh, I mean, it's a long list, but the number one thing he's probably really helped me with is patience. That was one of the biggest things I've struggled with, was staying cool, calm, and collected, and just waiting for the race to come to me. And he's done one heck of a job on training someone like me who's very hard-headed and just wants to go fast. But, I mean, hats off to Jamie. Like I said, it's so unreal being called his little prodigy, and I'm so thankful to be able to be called that.
Well, third place last week at Cedar Lake, second place here tonight at Lucas Oil. You've already predicted a win next week at Charlotte, but Bryce, to tell you what, it's been fun to see you come through this field over the past couple of weeks and get the results that you truly deserve. Bryce, congratulations on this runner-up finish. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 84 car.
First and foremost, I got to thank Mama Bear. I know I'll probably get a call later from her just being so excited, telling me how she was jumping up and down. Papa Mike, as always, for sponsoring me, keeping me going. Majula Say, Speed Shop, NLR. Keith Hackney, I got to thank him. Charles Barnes. Got to thank you for broadcasting. And I cannot forget to thank the GOAT, Jamie Massey, for continuing to help me on this success.
Bryce, well done on the run-up finish. We look forward to next week at the Dirt Track at Charlotte, where you've already predicted a win.
Yep, I'll see you in Victory Lane.
There we go. You heard it here first. Bryce Dickinson already claiming victory next week at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. Home in third place tonight, driving car number 91. It's Tyson Pankow. Tyson, congratulations on this third place finish. And boy, what an eventful night this was for you, because the start of that feature race, you had problems. You go to the pits, you get a quick repair, you get that car worked on, your crew do a fantastic job, and you have to come basically from the back of the field to come home third place. You must be thrilled about how this one sort of finished up.
Yeah. I guess being patient pays. I, like a noob, ran over the tire in turn 4, like lap 4, and I thought it was over.
So is that what the issue was? You hit the tire? Is that why you pulled the car up?
Oh yeah. I goosed it a little too hard and got loose and ran the tire over, monster trucked it. You know, it happens, I guess.
So as once you went back into the pits and you come back out as the guys were coming back to the green flag, what was the mindset for you? How were you able to get through this field and find your way back up to third place?
Just being patient. I was and I got lucky. There was a couple wrecks and it got me a couple positions each yellow, and then at the end I found that slider line or whatever you want to call it. It was really working. The car felt pretty good. At one point, I thought I was faster than Bryce, but I wasn't. I found something, and then once he adjusted his line, he drove back out of my life a little bit. Just being patient. I was expecting Ely to come up there and start running that line, and I was settled for 4th or 5th, and he tried it, and I think he ended up going back down and he got tight, or maybe he got loose. And I got around him, so I mean I'll take it. It was all luck. Car wasn't all that good, and I was even worse. So just a little bit of luck.
Well, we've completed 9 weeks in the season so far. Next week, championship night, and of course, we go to the Dirt Track at Charlotte. How do you feel about the race? How do you feel about that racetrack? How do you feel going into next week? Because you are 31 points behind Kyle Surratt for the runner-up position in the championship.
I'll be happy to finish top 3 in the race, and even top 3 in the points. If I don't, then it just means I need to work a little bit harder and maybe spend a little bit more time making laps. I usually race pretty good at Charlotte, but we'll see. It's all about practice, and we're missing just something a little bit at Bulletproof, and we just got to find it.
Well, I'll put it this way. You're 31 points behind Kyle Surratt for second, but you're also 40 points ahead of Joshua Ely. So looking at the point standings, you would have to finish inside the top 10 next week to guarantee yourself a third place in the championship. But something to think about for the coming week. But Tyson, congratulations on this third place finish here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 91 car.
Oh yeah, I gotta thank Bulletproof Motorsports. Without them guys, I'd be a C driver, or maybe even a D driver. I think I'm a C driver. JPDESIGNS for putting a wrap on the car, Longhorn by Bulletproof, 09 laser engraving, Coach's Discount PC Parts. Coach does a lot for me, keeps the PC running fast and smooth, and the Turn 3 gang. And you for putting on the great broadcast that you do.
Tyson, congratulations on third place. Good luck next week at the Dirt Track at Charlotte, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you once again.
Thank you.
There we go. Tyson Pankow, ladies and gentlemen, home in position number 3 in tonight's feature event. That'll do it for us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Again, we thank you for your your attendance in watching what has been round number 9 of the National Dirt Sim Association Modified Touring Series presented by JP Designs. It is done. It is dusted. One final week next week at the dirt track at Charlotte. Looking forward to that one. Can Jamie Massey hold on for a championship? All he has to do is finish top 10. It would have to be a mighty and monstrous effort for Kyle Surratt to not only get the win but also get the championship win. It all comes down to next week. We look forward to having your company here at Ultimate Dirt TV, but until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back next week.